Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Australian Government, it's my honour to propose a toast to the President and to the people of the Republic of Colombia.
And now it is my honor to propose a symbolic toast to the Queen and the people of Australia.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is heard by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strength, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Mr. Chris Cannon, Chief of Protocol, Ambassador Pedro Villagra, Dean of the Diplomatic Corps and of the GRULAC, His Excellency Archbishop Adolfo Ilana, Apostolic Nuncio, Mr. Brendan Hama, First Assistant Secretary, Americas Division DFAT, Mr. Brett Hackett, Assistant Secretary, Mrs. Julianne Hintz, Director of South America and COLAR Section, the Honorable Penelope Wensley AC, former Governor of Queensland, the Honorable Margaret Reid AO, former President of the Australian Senate, Mr. Richard Mills and Mr. Andrew Snell, Artistic Director and Managing Director of the Victorian Opera, Mr. Carlos Torres, winner of the Education category of the 2015 ACT Volunteer of the Year Award, colleagues and members of the Diplomatic Corps, queridos colombianos y colombianas, queridos amigos, dear friends. Let me thank you all for attending this concert in commemoration of the National Day of Colombia. 205 years after our independence, Colombia is recognized for the strength of its democratic institutions. As a nation that grows and advances, and that has been able to face unprecedented challenges, always using the tools of democracy and our adherence to the principles of international law. We have experienced great transformations over the last decade. Policies applied during recent years regarding security, strong international relations, and growth in foreign investment have generated optimism and belief in our potential as an emerging economy. We are also fighting against social imbalances, and through social policies of inclusion, we have been able to reduce poverty and inequality and to raise our rate of employment. Our main national objective in this moment is to finalize a long period of internal armed conflict and to achieve reconciliation among Colombians. This is really an exceptional moment in our history when this goal has become achievable. We are counting with unanimous support from all of our partners in the Americas, the European Union, the United Nations, and our regional organizations are accompanying us in this process. As President Juan Manuel Santos has pointed out, our government has been and wishes to continue being responsible in its handling of the economy, inclusive and progressive in social matters, and most importantly, visionary in its quest for peace. Regarding our bilateral relations with Australia, this is also an exceptional moment, and I wish to highlight today that we are engaged in building a wider and deeper agenda that includes relevant components in the fields of sustainable mining, education, trade and investment, connectivity, energy, and research collaboration. I wish to thank Dr. Brendan Hammer and all his team at DFAT for their permanent interest in consolidating this growing agenda. And also, I would like to acknowledge the strategic role that Minister Julie Bishop has played in promoting the strengthening of the relations between Australia and Latin America, a policy that is showing already a very positive effect on the agenda of Australia with each of the countries in our region. The Embassy of Colombia has organized this special concert to celebrate the cultural integration between Colombia and Australia and to highlight the potential of these growing people-to-people links. I wish to thank Mr. Richard Mills, Artistic Director, and Mr. Andrew Snell, Managing Director of the Victorian Opera, who are present here today, for their support and for allowing us to proudly present tonight a young Colombian star, tenor Carlos Barcenas, who will be accompanied by the distinguished Australian pianist Phoebe Briggs, also from the Victorian Opera. Carlos is a biologist by profession, and he told us that he never thought of becoming a tenor. When he was studying biology at Universidad del Valle in Cali, Colombia, he joined the university chorus, and that allowed him to meet personalities such as Víctor Manuel Yepes and later Adolfo Márquez, a Colombian maestro who lives in New York and who introduced him to the world of opera. Carlos came to Australia in 2008 and studied at the Victorian College of the Arts. And in association with the Victorian Opera, he continued his master's studies at the University of Melbourne. So we celebrate today the success of a young Colombian talent in Australia who excels in representing our country, together with a vibrant generation of professionals studying and working in Australia in different fields, creating synergies between our two countries and contributing with their best capacities to this society who has so generously welcomed them. I wish to thank deeply Carlos Barcenas for his invaluable participation in this national commemorative event. I also wish to thank Phoebe Briggs for being here with us tonight, and the embassy team headed by Maria Teresa Mendoza for helping us to organize the concert. And now it is time to start a wonderful program composed of famous arias and also of evoking songs from very well-known composers from Colombia, Latin America, and Spain. I thank you all for attending. We are a little bit sorry for the delay today, but it's due that we had to use this wider space, and there was a little difficulty with that, but thank you very much for waiting, attending the concert, and please enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Thank you, Clemencia, Ambassador of Colombia, to invite me to do the concert. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you to Victorian Opera to allow me to come too, and everyone to come to the concert. I want to start with an aria. Well, it's not an aria, it's from Oratorio, from Judas Maccabeus by Handel. Sound an alarm. It revokes a little bit of the trumpet sound in battlefields, and remember a little bit of all the great patriots of Colombia fighting for freedom in the 1820s. Thank you.
Sound an alarm, you silver trumpet sound, and call the brave and only brave around. Call the brave, and only brave around. Sound an alarm, you silver trumpet sound, your trumpet sound, and call the brave and only brave, and call the brave and only brave around. Call the brave, follow to the field again. Justice with courage is 1,000 men, is 1,000 men. Justice with courage is 1,000 men, is 1,000 men. Is 1,000 sound an alarm. Sound an alarm, your silver trumpet sound. Brave and only brave around. Sound an alarm, your silver trumpet sound, and call the brave and only brave, and only brave around.
Our next aria is from an opera we recently did with Victorian Opera in Melbourne, I Puritani. It's a beautiful aria called A Te Cara, sung by this Arturo, who just arrived for the first time to see his wife, well, his future wife. I hope you enjoy it.